We've all been there, right? Tossing and turning at night, your mind just racing with all those what-ifs. Well, today, we're going to talk about a pretty radical shift. What happens when we stop fighting our anxiety and start trusting the universe? Let's dive in.
Just think about that for a second. Imagine that nagging fear, the one that makes you feel so alone, or that heavy confusion you just can't seem to shake. What if you could actually transform it? What if the key wasn't to struggle harder, but to just let go?
So first, let's really get a handle on this feeling. Why does worry have such a powerful grip on us anyway?
It's a feeling we all know so well, that knot in your stomach, that inner chaos. It's basically our own minds spinning these wild stories about a future that doesn't even exist yet, convincing us that disaster is lurking just around the corner.
And it's not just some vague feeling. There's a very real biological reason we get trapped in these worry loops. Let's take a look at the science behind it. Okay, so this slide reveals a pretty fascinating paradox. Look at the two columns here. Our brain's number one job is simple: keep us safe. It's a survival machine, right? But here's the catch. In our modern world, where there aren't tigers chasing us, it starts inventing its own threats. It grabs onto a tiny concern and blows it way out of proportion, making our nervous system react like we're in mortal danger.
And that perception kicks off a very real physical chain reaction. The second your brain thinks there's a threat, and it doesn't matter if it's real or imagined, it floods your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Suddenly your heart is pounding, your breathing gets all shallow, and your ability to think clearly, that just goes right out the window. Your body is literally gearing up for a fight that's only happening inside your head.
And here's the real cost of it all. Living in that constant state of fight or flight, it disconnects you from the very things that make you you. Your creativity, that gut feeling, your intuition, that deep sense of inner peace. It all gets drowned out by the constant noise of survival mode.
But what if there's another way? A path that isn't about fighting or trying to control everything? This is where this powerful idea of surrender comes into play.
This is the absolute heart of it. The moment you stop trying to white-knuckle your way through life, something incredible happens. It's like a greater intelligence, the universe itself, steps in to support you. People call it a miracle, but really, it's just the natural result of learning to trust.
Now, this is so important to understand. Surrender is not about giving up. It is not weakness. It's actually the ultimate act of courage. It's looking at the complete unknown and saying, you know what? I can't see the path, but I'm walking anyway because I trust that I'm being guided. Think of it like this. Our constant need to control everything is like building a giant wall. We think it's keeping us safe, but what it's really doing is blocking the flow of opportunities, of solutions, of guidance from the universe. The moment you decide to let go, you're not collapsing, you're opening a door.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we practice this? Let's get into some really practical tools you can start using today.
Let's actually try this right now. If you're in a place where you can, just gently close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Now, I want you to picture all that worry, all that fear, gathering in your chest as a ball of shining blue light. And now, just see that blue energy rising from you, up, floating into the sky, until it just merges and dissolves into the infinite universe. You've handed it over. Can you feel that? That little bit of lightness, that quiet calm, that is the feeling of surrender.
Words are so powerful. They're like energetic vibrations that can literally reprogram your subconscious mind. So think of these affirmations you see here as energetic keys. When you say them with real feeling, I am now free from worry. I am completely safe. You're sending a crystal clear signal out to the universe that you are actively choosing trust over fear.
So what happens when you really commit to this practice? When you truly start to trust and let go? Let's look at the kind of results people see.
This quote just captures it perfectly. Sometimes, when life feels the darkest, the most confusing, that's actually when the most profound work is being done. Just like a seed in the soil, your transformation is happening beneath the surface. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean a divine plan isn't taking shape for you.
So, here's this really powerful example from the source material. It's about a person who had lost everything, their relationships, their money, all hope. They literally had nothing left to lose. So they tried one last thing. Every single day, they would just say, I surrender, I trust you. That's it. And a year later, their life was completely rewritten. Relationships healed and became stronger than ever, abundance started flowing in, and dreams they had given up on long ago actually became their reality.
So, what's the big lesson here?
The transformation didn't start when they fought harder or tried to control more. It began the instant they let go. The moment their fists unclenched, the universe finally had room to step in and offer something so much better.
You see, this isn't just a technique. It's a whole new way of living. A way to move through the world with way less struggle and a lot more grace.
And that's the ultimate shift, isn't it? You stop seeing yourself as this lone individual who has to figure everything out all by yourself. Instead, you realize you have the most powerful partner imaginable. And when the universe is your partner, worry and fear, they just start to fade away.
So I'll leave you with this one question. That one thing that's really weighing on you right now, that problem you keep turning over and over in your mind, what would happen if, just for today, you decided to let it go and just trust? What kind of miracle might be waiting for you, right on the other side?